Purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 20 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines. The Pirates will kick it away to start. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up again. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide out in motion. They'll run it. The Wolverines will have a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the East Carolina Pirates offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Pirates are in the hurry-up. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Turns it loose. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The Pirates will have it 1st and 10.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about that D coming up with a play like that? That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Lowers those pads. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. Running with power.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. On target over the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. That's caught. It's Marshall. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They feed him again. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Running it back, it's Selvia.
The returner is brought down at the 36.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll keep it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to get it through the air. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires the pass, intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. It's complete to the right. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. The Pirates in the hurry-up.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He leaves it with his back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Now improvising. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Quarterback empties his backfield. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He wants to throw. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's looking deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number 5.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Michigan 26, East Carolina 0.
Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Michigan 26, East Carolina.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Using his legs, it's Marshall. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And sure, tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look at the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It's caught. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
East Carolina, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Pirates want to pick up the tempo. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big game.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Intercepted by Michigan.
First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Prescorn. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He wants to pass it on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Third down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the deep.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Pirates will hustle to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The receiver on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Pirates send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He's going to pass. He's going up top. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Touchdown, Wolverines! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Got the quick pass. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
39-yard line. 2nd down.
They want to just keep throwing it. Gets it out quickly. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. He'll do it himself. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Getting some heat. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete on the right side.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now
a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Pirates.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
21.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He wants to take the top off. And it's caught inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. They'll throw it on first down. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, ECU.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1. Now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the ground to try to move the chains. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and